Okay, welcome back to the Palm Beach Traders channel. I hope you guys are doing well. It's time for us to do a little bit of analysis on the Australian dollar yen. AJ actually got completely beaten down. We took this on our funded account and we're gonna break down the trade real quick, what I was seeing over here, because as you can see, guys, this was a very simple setup, happens every single time. It's the same thing over and over and over again. So let me break it down for you guys real quick, show you guys the strategy that I use to tackle the markets every single day, why I took the entry, how I took the entry, and where I'm targeting. So right now, my take profit has actually been hit, but we're going to do a little analysis on this. So, first of all, as we can already see, we even had a setup all the way down here, but we're not going to be discussing on that. We're going to be discussing on the setup that we recently took. So already the market was already uptrending. This was already a good sign, right? So during this little pullback over here, I was expecting something like what had happened over here to happen. So there was actually a setup down here, but the market never came there, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't remember trading AJ there. But as I was analyzing, I could already see that even on the daily time frame, we're bullish. On the 4-hour time frame, we're really bullish. On the H1, we're really bullish. So I just scaled down to the 15-minute time frame. And what did I see on the 15 minutes? I saw this almost as soon as I woke up. This was how price was looking like in the morning, somewhere around here. And what could I already identify? I could already identify that we had a sweep of liquidity right over here, right? But I had actually used this as my sweep of liquidity. So we had a sweep of liquidity. Good. Then we had our inducement liquidity right over here, right? So when we have that, what ends up happening is that we actually ended up getting a break of structure over here. Price came and broke structure right there. Now this is already beautiful. I already knew I was in to make some money. So once we have the sweep of liquidity and the break of structure, this over here became our protected low. We don't expect price to get here. As you're going to see, I already have my stop loss below our protected low. And then price came back and it did this. So what did it do? It got into our 50% or more zone. You pull out your Fibonacci tool and you draw it from top to bottom. And as you can see, price came to our 50% or more, got into the 61.8 zone, and created our structural liquidity. This is already so beautiful. Now, when you already have this, like I always say, and I say time and time again, you already have 90% of what you're looking for. Once you have your sweep of liquidity, your break of structure, and your structural liquidity, you are already 90% the way to your profit. If you're enjoying this video so far, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping free gems like this on a consistent basis, so you might as well subscribe to the channel. Now, moving on. Now that we have our structural liquidity created, what are we waiting for? We're just waiting for price to come and break structure again, and it did that. It broke structure over here. So, when price came and broke structure, right? Broke structure, all we were waiting for is for price to sell into our zone that we like to call our point of interest, right? That zone right there. How do you find your point of interest? Your point of interest is the order block that failed. That's it. So this whole area over here is your point of interest, right? From your sweep of liquidity. So where your sweep is, this area over here, right, is where you want to draw your point of interest from, because we want to see price come back into this area and sweep structural liquidity and get into this area. And what did price come and do? Price came and did that. Boom, sold all the way down into our point of interest. This should have been probably during Asian session. And then around, right, I think I took the trade about 30 minutes before London session. Somewhere around there. We took our entry right over here on this candlestick. So by the time I got here, most of this had already happened. The setup was already presented towards me, right? Price had already entered our point of interest at this point. So it had already done something like this the previous day. So actually, this probably happened yesterday. This rise happened yesterday, but this price fall happened this morning, right? So I already knew that price was just trying to come back and play around here during probably about Asian session before London Open, right? So I already knew where I would have entered if this was maybe like yesterday. I would have entered right over here, right? Either there or either over here. That's my confirmation, right? We got a sweep of structural liquidity into our points of interest, right? And then it gave us our confirmation candles. These are our confirmation candles right here. This is confirmation, right? Confirmation 1 is this one over here. Confirmation 2 is right over here, right? It looks like it wants to sell back, but then it gives us another bullish engulfing right there, right? That's your second confirmation. You're in, right? As you can see, I entered over here today. That's where I entered. I entered as soon as I started buying. I already knew that was where my entry was supposed to be, right? Price came back somewhere like just in the middle of London session. I wasn't really afraid because I know my analysis. I trust my analysis, right? If you want to learn more stuff like this, I beg you, you might as well just subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this channel so that I can keep dropping videos like this for you guys to learn for free, right? Now, where do we put our stop loss? We put our stop loss below our protected low. So this is our protected low over here, and that's where our stop loss is, $79, right? That's around 0.07% for me on the small account that I'm trading, right? And then, where's our take profit? We already know that on the daily, we're already bullish. We're trying to push price up until at least maybe this area over here, right there, that high. That's my final take profit, because there's no way I'm going to be holding for all these days up until price gets over there. I'll just wait for another setup to present itself. But as you guys can see, it's the same thing over and over again. Let's do a little recap, right? Sweep of liquidity. Boom, we have our liquidity sweep, right? Boom, break of structure, right? Boom, structural liquidity. Boom, break of structure, right? Boom, sold into our points of interest. Confirmations, right? You take your entry, you put your stop loss below the protected low. Take profit, this is take profit 1, take profit 2, all the way up here. As you can see, take profit 1, take profit 2. It's that simple. That's it. That's the whole strategy right there. There's nothing complicated about this strategy. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, again, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It helps this video get pushed out to more traders who also want to learn a strategy for free, right? If you want more guidance on this and you want to learn this strategy a little bit more deeper with some more intel and some more guidance, you can contact me on Instagram and I will talk to you about mentorship. If you want mentorship, that's fine. If you don't need it, that's also fine. But the mentorship will just help you power through the strategy with a little bit more in-depth and insights, right? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think of this strategy. If you've been using this for the past couple of weeks that I've been posting these videos, if it has been impactful, you can say whatever you want in the comment section, right? Go ahead, share this video with your friends. Your trading buddies need to see this. But as you guys can see, it's very simple, right? Once you remove all of these lines over here, just remove all of these arrows and all of these gray boxes that are unnecessary. It's pretty clean. It's very simple. There is nothing complicated about this, right? All you need to do to get better at this strategy is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. Go back onto the charts, back test, and I promise you, if you practice this strategy, if you learn this strategy for yourself, 2025 will be your year. Usually my students, within about a week to 2 weeks, they should be understanding this. And you guys are my students. So if you take about a week to 2 weeks just practicing this strategy, identifying your sweeps of liquidities, identifying your break of structures, identifying your structural liquidities, identifying your points of interest, it's the same thing, I'm promising you. I've showed this to you time and time again. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Palm Beach Traders signing out.